yeah, look at that. Nothing more satisfying than seeing a brand new crank in a box. Let's pull this thing out of the box, throw it in the block, make sure everything is a-okay, and begin the reassembly process. Oh, she goes. Rod's got to go down. Find your pins. And the pins on this one is missing. We'll get that pushed down in there. And we'll just push those pins down. Now that that's all done, you take it out again and put the seals on that you forgot to put on. But, yeah. And the seals are in the box over there. So let's bust those out. A little bit of assembly lube. Man, that stuff is messy. Now I gotta lift it up. And same on the other side, and then we're good to move on. And counterbalance time. Got my little mark marked out there. I put it on the seal here as well, but of course when you rotate the crank, that mark doesn't move, so I was able to put a dot on the metal. And we got our dot right here. So all I'm going to do is line the two up. Which that is lined up. Maybe I can just roll the whole thing over. Drop her into place. Are we aligned? I say yes. See the dot? Yes. Okay. Next step will be to what? Make sure that everything's sitting nice. All the seals are pushed forward, which they are. Good. Everything looks good here. All the pins, you want to check all these pins to make sure that they're all flat and down, which they are. 2. Okay, so now we can put the Loctite 5910 on here, put the two together, torque it up. So let me get some 5910. And 5910 time. Oh yeah. Pretty goopy stuff. I don't want to put too much. Just a thin coat. Let's see if we can plunk this thing on there. That's it. Wrong way around. Let's try that again. Let's go this way. Okay. That looks good. Yeah. Okay, now a gazillion bolts, which is a lot. Okay. 11 for the small ones, 13 mil for the big ones. Torque time. And we need a torque sequence. So one, the bigger bolts, 27 Nm for the small. There we go. There's the torque screws to 12 Nm. And then all to 27, and then the final are 40 for the big ones. So everything goes to 12 in that sequence. They must. Huh.
It's not like in a 3, 4. Ah.
Good. Okay, flip that over. We'll get the air compressor set up. Let's do that. Okay, let's see what we got here on the kit. It's probably rings. Oh, fresh bolt. Nice. Gasket O-ring for the top and the rings. Piston. Should be a sleeve. Ooh. I am seeing everything we need. Sledgehammer fit. Nice. Now we got to put the rings on. No instructions whatsoever. Those look the same. So that'll be one on one side and one on the other. Where does this guy go? Up at the top? That would make sense. Let me see if I got an old one. Can't find the old one, but that's the way it's got to be. It only makes sense. It's funny, you do this, you look all the info up, and then you forget. Oh boy, the lighting is not good. Put the center ring in first, then slid the top ring down from the top and the bottom ring up from the bottom. Numbers on there point up. That's her. Then this goes in this one. So here's the part, can't emphasize enough how important it is, but we need to put 40 milliliters of motor oil SAE 30, 40 mil SAE 30. Forget that and it will grind up all the gears on the crank and the counterbalance, and then that's it. Time to remove the engine again. These syringes I got on Amazon. They're awesome for this. And like that, that's it. Also, check your vent. Just blow a little bit of air through there, make sure air comes out. I have so many of these that are plugged up too, so, oh, I'm gonna put Loctite on that. Let's do that. So what I like to do is rotate the rings around until I can see the little locking pin on the piston. I don't know if that light helps you or it's too much. Maybe it's too much. There. And over here. So then I mark them. So exactly where it is with a B and a T. So then when I'm sliding them in the cylinders, you know, it's impossible to tell when you're trying to hold this, slide the cylinder head down, not get your hand in the gasket. So by marking those, at least I know exactly where to locate the rings, because otherwise you'll be fighting that. And that works awesome. I've had great success with that, so if you try that, I think that'll be a big help. So let me mark the other one, then we're going to put the gasket on. And a little bit of Permatex Ultra Grade just to help seal up if there's any pitting or anything, although this doesn't look too bad. Number 5 gasket, dowel pin hole for the dowel pins. Okay, is good. Now we will prep the cylinder heads. good enough. Now the hard part. The really hard part. And it's heavy. Top one is there. Bottom one is there. Whew, she gets heavy. That one went on awesome. It's just caught over here. Awesome. That worked great. Okay, let me get some bolts, Loctite, then we'll go from there. So we're going 40 Nm on that pattern, starting right here. And that's it for 40. Next thing I want to do is put the compressor top on because it keeps pushing the piston up. So let's move on to that. So that's all looking good. Make sure your rubber O-ring is on there. Dowel pin there. Goes into the dowel pin hole right over there. That orients this way. 243 again. And guessing, I'm pretty sure it's a 10 mil bolt. Got to put the socket on. Oh, there it is. Good. Just going to put a little bit of moly coat on here too to help with removal next time. She's a tight fit. Little love tap maybe. That's it. Starter's on. Let's put the rear bracket on and the PTO. Bracket going on. Only had one dowel pin, not two. Went through everything, couldn't find it. The old engine didn't have it at all. The new block came without it. PTO time. That's just a press fit. Lots of Loctite. Run her in on 1. Escalate to 3. And that's good. Not sure if I got this guy or not. Yep. And same deal, 10 million bolts. Permatex Ultra Copper does the job nicely. A little messy, but torque it down. Let's see if we can fight that on there. Yep. Beautiful. Slide that forward a bit. easier to do it here. Cable goes through there. And that is a 10 mil. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to squirt a little Loctite on that. Just for fun. Now we'll check our alignment. Where's our mark? Oh, that's pretty close. That's good enough for this guy. So mark right here, and the slot on the oil pump lines up pretty damn good. Okay, this pipe is totally wasted. It's hard as a rock. So I got some of this. I'm gonna put this on here and into the water channel on the front, and then we're gonna drop this thing in the machine, I think. Let's just check the table. Table check. See what's left. That's gonna go on in the machine after. That's that bolt from the air compressor. Yeah. Extra washer. We'll find a home for that. Yeah, we're good. So I think what I'm gonna do is put this thing down on the floor, put it on a sponge, and then we'll lift it up in the hoist and drop it into the ski. So I think what we'll do is we'll end this here, and then on the next video we'll put this thing in and see if we can't get it fired up. So until the next one, thanks for watching.